Imagine being 14 years old and feeling like you need to blast gear to be significant in the human race. Yet you need to use steroids to fit in. I don't need steroids to fit in, do you? Well, if you haven't imagined yet, let me show you the kid who did. We're talking about Cody Kopa today. And boy, are you guys gonna love this one. Now listen, you might be saying to yourself, Kolton, there's no way that a 14-year-old is taking trend. And to you, I would say, you haven't been on Instagram enough. Here we go, boys. The first likely ever 14-year-old on anabolic steroids trying to get absolutely massive. Which, like, hey, props to you, dude. You want to get massive, I get it. There's just a bit you should know about this man. I'm honestly going a little bit past my morality compass here just to record this video, making commentary on a 14-year-old child taking trend. What the
Come on, man, what the fuck is you doing, cuz?
So essentially, Cody, he's 14 years old. He's taking a ton of chemistry. He'd like to be a fitness influencer, and ultimately that's his goal. And he wants to influence people in getting into the gym, which, hey, I think that's, in terms of what you're doing with yourself and your time, it's a better way to spend your time than most people. It's just the vehicle in which you're doing it. That's questionable. And his dreams, in which he stated on a awesome interview with Donny Huge. Donny Huge had a lot to say about this boy here.
I'm Tony Huge, and today I'm going to interview Cody Kopa, who is making huge waves in the fitness industry, one of the most new viral young fitness influencers for doing something highly controversial as far as what he's talking about with chemistry at such a young age, and also at a young age having an incredible physique.
Now, I don't expect you guys to go watch this. I'm going to give you the TLDR of this interview. You can. I don't know if you even knew Tony Huge started a new channel called Superhuman CEO. The only way I found this was because someone sent it to me as a laughing joke, so there's that. But you got this guy interviewing a 14-year-old, the 40-year-old man interviewing a 14-year-old. Yep. But in here, he says that his dreams are ultimately to attract women and to be as big as possible. Which again, I'm saying, hey man, like, good for you. You got goals and you want to chase them, but when your goals are quite literally attracting women and being as big as possible so that you can get other people into the gym, boy, do I have some serious issues with this kind of concept. And I don't even know where to begin explaining them to you because it's such a wild conversation that I didn't even think anyone would need to be having. He's very clear on the fact that he doesn't take any rest days. He trains to failure every single set. There's no rest days. He doesn't believe in that shit. It's just, okay. Gets his calories in via liquid. Pretty cool. Doesn't like protein shakes, though, so I don't know what that means. I think he's just kind of missing matching words. Who knows? Allegedly, his parents are happy. Let me just quote this, with him taking steroids. So what is the relationship with the parents like with regard to the bodybuilding thing? Are they happy about it, or are they nervous about it?
I have a strong bond with my parents. They're pretty happy because I'm putting my time and all my focus into something I enjoy, and I'm not out like these other kids smoking and drinking and all that. My whole focus is in the lifting and improving me.
You're right. You're not doing the drinking and drugs. You're just injecting your ass with fucking trend as a solution. And your parents are happy about this, I'm sure. I am sure your parents are happy posting stuff like this when you're not even in high school yet. I don't think, right? Like, I think you go to high school when you're 15 or something. I mean, this is nuts, dude. Like, your parents are definitely going to be happy. They're going to be super happy about this. I'm sure they're literally sitting at home calling their parents, telling them how amazing their son is. He's injecting trend bologna sandwiches all day long in middle school. Oh, and by the way, he might look pretty big. Dude's got a solid physique, but he's extremely short and surprisingly only 145 pounds. So, of course, Dr. Donny Huge goes ahead and finds him and interviews him. Weirdest interview I've ever listened to. Talks a lot about what he prefers to wear and how he prefers to stick his chest out or not, and does he like women? Weird questions. 14-year-old, again, just to very clearly state, he's a 14-year-old. Kid's pretty insane, eh? I get to say A now, because I'm in Canada momentarily. It's part of my vocabulary at this point, which is cool.
I don't suppose you're from AAA, are you? Who? AAA, you know? AAA. Oh, AA, eh? Hey, I just came from AA. No, not AA, AAA. Yeah, that's what I said. AA, eh? Oh, so you are with AAA. Oh, no, that's AAA. I just came from AA, eh? Huh? Stewie, I think he's just a drunk.
Help me get the fuck out of here, please. I need help desperately. I need help. Please help me.
Hey, blink twice if you're in danger.
Whoa, guys.
Now, at the end of the day, I think he's certainly going to be an influencer. He has all of the prerequisites, literally every single one of them. He is dumb, he is confrontational, he is limited to a narrow-ass view of life, and he only knows bodybuilding and has no other life skills, which he admitted himself. And again, the whole purpose behind him doing any of this is so that he can supposedly influence people into going into the gym instead of doing other things with their time. A couple of logical and moral issues with that specific mission statement. One, first things first. What in the actual shit does this have to do with motivating people in going into the gym? Or am I getting confused about people wanting to use trend? Those things are synonymous, right? You start going to the gym, you start also using trend. Another thing here is I think he might be completely mistaken on his philosophy. Mistaken that bodybuilding and the gym are the only things that you can do to be productive in life. There are hundreds of things a young boy at his age could be doing right now to make a huge impact. Like starting a savings account. For what? I'm sorry. No, also, the one thing is if your goal is to get people into the gym, is the best option to really introduce them to a 14-year-old who already has a receding hairline, tons of acne development, and the whole nine? I don't think anyone sees that as a good image to motivate them into going to the gym. And in fact, I would argue you are just going to attract the worst types of humans from the world. What people want to see and get motivated by is someone like Alex Eubank. Someone like this. This is who they want to motivate them to the gym. This fucking long-haired, equus goddess type physique. I'm not a fan, but like most people are. The kid's got some some followers or something, dude. Like pretty nuts for a guy in his 20s. I don't think they want to be introduced to the 14-year-old who has tons of acne, again, a receding hairline and rapidly aging skin. And listen, Cody, if by chance, and I honestly hope you watch this, from the very bottom of my heart of hearts.
Ha! Gay! Everyone shut up so I can say this. Cody needs to hear this shit seriously. Okay, shut the fuck up.
You are the problem with our community. You're not tactfully handling this at all. You are actually destroying the image that thousands of us have set up. In fact, we've worked decades to get people to think of bodybuilders as good people, as non-roid ragers, as people who can live responsible lives. This doesn't do any of that for anyone. And to be honest, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You will still be accepted by everyone. You could do the same thing that you're doing right now without steroids. The problem is now that you've gained traction using steroids and leveraging that as clickbait, you're stuck. Here's the thing. You could stop now. Get on normal doses of TRT and just be healthy. Get rid of the acne, stop the balding, and the aging before it's all too late. And I promise you, the road ahead won't be a pretty one. And it also won't be a pretty one if you continue down this path. But if you just come off, man, it's not going to be as viral, but you're still going to make an influence. I would personally rather be able to impact 10 people significantly than 100,000 people very, very, very minusculely. And I've stated this many times before on my YouTube channel and on Instagram, and I don't want to convolute anything that I say, because I've openly said I believe the younger you are in starting steroids, the easier and quicker you'll get to your professional bodybuilding career. But you can't just toss a bunch of tren in at 14. There is limits to how young you can really be before starting. You are certainly doing unproportionate amounts of damage to your fucking cerebral cortex, your hippocampus, and amygdala. You are not just taking years off of your life, but you're fundamentally altering your reality and perception of the world. And I am all for freedom. I love it. I think anyone should be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do. I think you should be able to jam as many steroids as you want into your ass. I don't care. But that doesn't mean I have to respect what you're doing, and it doesn't mean that you should still do it. Again, man, if you ever need help, I'm here for you, entirely. And I mean this too. It's not just some back-to-school bullshit. It's fucking real. I just don't suggest you do this. So be careful. Do your thing, homie, right? Go be you. Just consider the consequences, because because there's many people who started much older than you and ended far, far earlier than they would have wanted to do. In fact, many of the people I've made long-form videos on in this exact channel. This is going to cost you years of pain, no matter what you do. So that's about it, guys. Thanks.